Right. So you're going to search for Google Sheets if you haven't done so already. And you're going to open up Google Sheets if you haven't done so already. The 3-2-1. It's the program that I use to record. Counts down 3-2-1 so that I know when it's going to start. I don't know why I still have it on. But anyways, we're going to go to Google Sheets. Yay, Google Sheets. All right. Start a spreadsheet. I'm walking you through this step by step because I want to make sure that everybody's there. Please let me know when you get there. Just looking to make sure everybody's good. If you need to move to plug in your total equipment, so you may need to move everything. You're going to use that data together. We are not going to use Google Sheets for everything in this class, but we will use it for some stuff. So I want to introduce you to it and know how to do it. Okay. So in an untitled spreadsheet, we're going to go ahead and you're going to use that data that you have. That's why I wanted you here. So we're going to have well-labeled things, right? Yeah. So like that first column, we could call it time in seconds. And that second column, we could call like displacement. And you can do it in centimeters. You can do it in meters. I don't really care as long as it's labeled. Okay. So I'm literally just typing that in. Okay. Time and displacement. And then I'm going to let you go ahead and put in your data. And I'm going to steal data from somebody. I don't know who, or maybe I'll just make some up. I'll just make some up. Yes. Go ahead and just copy their data.
Will I change it when?
No, you will use their data, but I'm going to have you do the graph and analysis questions by yourself.
Oh, okay.
Does that make
So I
sense?
have to do the actual thing?
No, because we're going to do something very similar in just a few minutes. So don't put in my numbers, put in your numbers. You got your data, okay? All right, how we doing? Got your data in there? Well labeled? All those good things? Once you've got your data, highlight that whole thing because I think that's what we want to do. Again, I haven't done this for a while, so we're just going to kind of learn it together again. Okay? If you know tricks, let me know because I am an Excel spreadsheet girl. Like that's how I learned it. This is how I know it. I'm adjusting because you guys have access to this. That's easy to get to. You can get access to Excel. And if we need it, we'll get it. But it's much more difficult to get there. Yes. What's that? There are ways to do these things. But again, it's a little bit more annoying. Yeah. I mean, like, it's just more steps. This is fast. So, yeah.
Can you do this on Excel if you want to?
I would if I wasn't teaching you all. Go to Insert. Chart. And let it think. That is not the kind of chart you want. Never in your physics class ever again will you ever see a bar chart. Ugh. Yuck. Icky poo. You're going to go to the chart type. No, thank you. We want a scatter plot, please. Okay. We want a scatter plot, please. Do you have a graph that looks something like that? Bar graphs are not for physics, is what they are. I mean, they're...
Look at that sweet comparison of time movements. You can just like...
Yeah, but I can totally see it from that too. And I can also get a best fit line with an equation.
You can the best.
Do you want us to flip the axis?
It will like go, I don't know, you can try it.
Oh, you want to know? Can I tell anybody?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a lesson in spreadsheeting. because this will probably happen to you at some point while you're doing these spreadsheets. People love labels, right? You love labels and you love units. The problem is if you put your units in with your numbers, it doesn't read it as a number anymore. It reads it as a word. So if I say 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, it doesn't know that those are numbers. Google Sheets only knows how to graph numbers. So that's why we have these labels up at the top so that we can graph it. Okay? If you click on one of the data points in your graph, hopefully you get this to come up here. I think also if you just go over to customize, you can see that menu. You find that menu? Okay. In that menu, partway down, there's something that says trend line. Trend line is another word for best fit line. Okay. Sometimes your data looks great, hopefully like this. Often your data is not going to look great. And then you just have to, like, if you're doing it by hand, you have to kind of eyeball and figure out where that best fit line is. Google Sheets has algorithms for that. It knows things that we don't by our eyes. So we're going to go ahead and put trend line in there. Okay. And it gives us a nice line. That's cool. And then one more step, you can go to label and tell it to use the equation. Super nice and super helpful if you have that equation because it tells you everything you need to know. We have not done the analysis yet. We have not really talked through what to do with that line of best fit. We will, I promise, just not today. Okay? But, well, we're going to talk about it a little bit, I suppose, because I do want to make sure that you understand that. You know that the slope of the line is what? What does it represent in this kind of a graph? The velocity, right? And you know that if you see something like this, so this says y, mine does, says y equals 49x plus 49.8. I know that based on that, my velocity is what? 49 centimeters per second. Are you with me there? That's pretty nice and slick. So if you look at your data that you have just put on Google Sheets and you find your line of best fit and you find your equation, you can compare that slope to what you found, to what you did by hand and see how close you were. See how you did. Check it out. Take a look. Go ahead and do it. Okay? How did you do? Are your slopes pretty close? Yeah? I hope so. I hope so. Cool. Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right? Awesome. How are we
My time.
It's not like a full house. It's the bottom of the series.
And guess what, you guys? You'll have some more chances to do this soon. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping it out.
I see a problem. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. How many you guys doing okay? You've been able to like get this to work? What's that? No. Good try. All right. Questions right now? We feeling okay? All right. We've got just a few minutes left. I want to check our little list of things